Welcome to another edition of Dan Frequently Asked Questions. In this edition, we're going to be discussing the issue of residual Eustachian tube dysfunction. What to do? Keep watching. We got a question from a diver who had suffered and is suffering from Eustachian tube dysfunction and went through a series of ENT procedures, including having to drain fluid from the middle ear through the eardrum, and subsequently getting treatment by a general practitioner that did not resolve the issue of Eustachian tube function, and they had concerns whether this was managed appropriately and whether there was light at the end of this tunnel, literally, and that they would be able to continue diving. So let me speak to some of these things. First of all, Eustachian tube dysfunction may be the result mostly of an allergic or a congestive condition, such as rhinitis or nasal infection. However, it may also be the result of an abnormality within the structure of the Eustachian tube. If that's the case, and that may very well be the case here, it is sometimes worthwhile going to an ENT who is able to literally, endoscopically, in other words, with a camera, going into the tube of the Eustachian tube and to see whether there are strictures or whether there are obstructions, which could be anywhere along the tube, even from within the middle ear. You describe the fact that sometimes at night it feels like the ear is equalizing and then again it does not. Well, what that would suggest is that position of the head and straightening and curving of the Eustachian tube lead to an absorption of the oxygen in the middle ear and make your ear feel blocked. So the bottom line is I would recommend that you contact Dan. If you're a member of Dan Southern Africa, contact our Dan office and find a diving ear, nose, and throat specialist. They will be able to direct you to someone who is close to you and who would be able to address this from a diving medical point of view. I hope that that does resolve the issue. It's not uncommon. And there are other techniques such as the otavent and sinus rinse. And we have videos on equalizing techniques, of course, that include explanations on this. And I encourage you to look at those, but it appears that you would be in a state where there needs to be a revision of either the Eustachian tube function or perhaps nasal septal procedures, but certainly something more than just the basic, simple management of Eustachian tube problems. I hope that gives you something to work with, and until next time, safe diving.